Well, as you can see, Miss Big Fig is beginning to lose her leaves here at the end of the season. But you know, one of the things I like to do is figure out ways to bring the garden indoors and for them to last a long time. So let me show you a project that I did by pressing some interesting leaves from my garden. And among them are some of these gorgeous fig leaves. Stephen, I really appreciate you helping me with this project.
Alan, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure.
Well, you know, I love any opportunity to bring something from the garden inside, and this is a great way to bring something inside that will last for a long time.
Indeed.
You know, last year I gathered a few things out of the garden, mainly ferns and some big broadleaf plants like this little arborvitae fern, and then I think we have a few left of the figs back here, which I think are so beautiful with their color. I think one of the most important steps that I've learned in this process is that if you will pick things and lay them out and press them, I stacked a bunch of books on top of this newsprint.
Right.
It was a way to take the moisture out of them and for them to hold their shape. And then after that, it was like, okay, now what do I do with them? And here's where you come in, and this is where I need your expertise with this project.
Well, okay, Alan. What we need to do is decide what goes in each frame. You're going to have a whole grouping here.
You're already
of
underway
6.
with this one.
Yes. And decide on the arrangement or placement of each leaf or fern frond, and then decide on the styling and take it from there.
And in this case, what we decided to do, I think, was just take a piece of board and simply mount them on there. But like you said, getting the arrangement down is important. And I see here
I'm still working on this one.
Yeah.
It's not quite finished yet, but it's coming along. This one is complete, however. And
how did you actually attach these?
Well, Alan, what I've done is used a cotton thread.
Really?
And I've taken 2 or 3 tacks in each of these leaves. You can sort of see.
Oh, the thread, so it's a thread.
Yeah.
Now, from a preservation standpoint, what are some steps that one should follow to make sure these things last a long time?
Well, the first one is we mount it on a non-acidic rag board. So it's made of 100% cotton rag, and so there's no acid to affect the leaves or fronds. The next step is the glazing that's used is a UV glass. It screens the ultraviolet light and will keep the color from fading in the leaves. And then we are also using what is called a glass spacer.
Okay.
And that will keep the glass,
because these do have some depth
thickness
to them.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
The stems can be.
So this little item is the glass spacer, and that is put in between the glass and the board, the rag board that the items are mounted on, and gives just that little 1/8 of an inch of space or so to make sure that the glass doesn't press down upon the subject.
You know, Stephen, here we used a very simple frame. I think it's a silver wash on red?
Yeah, it is, Alan. I thought this finish really complemented the colors that each of the leaves and ferns have, and it's not a very heavy molding.
Of course, there's so many frames one could choose from. I mean,
gosh.
I think going through all the ones you had here took more time than any part of the process.
Well, we finally honed it down, and I think we made an excellent choice.
You know, you've helped me do a lot of framing over the years, but this is the first time we've ever brought anything directly from the garden in here and said, hey, let's try to get it on the wall.
Yeah, why did it take so long?
I don't know. We'll have to do some more soon.
I hope to help you with some.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Thank you.